At the top levels in BMX, everyone dreams of the ultimate event. And right now, that event is the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. This weekend is the last event in Australia before the end of the pre-Olympics qualifying period for next year. And Rio looms as a huge target for many of the elites here today.
I'd say I think about it more this time than I did last time. So we'll see if that's good or bad.
You know, this whole time I've just been going, oh, Olympics, 216, let's see if we can do it. Now it's like, oh, I'm in qualifying ranking, I'm in the running, I'm possibly after this weekend could be in second position.
I definitely dream about it, and every race that we get close to the Olympic Games, we're in the World Cup season now, so there's 5 stops of that, and the World Championships this year. We race the girls day in, day out. I race Mariana, the Olympic champion, and when I do have those races that I do beat her, it's like, I just visualise to myself that could have been the Olympic final.
It's definitely been a big motivation the past 3 years is to be, I don't want to be standing on the side, and I really want to be on that gate, and now I know I'm going to be ready, and I'm ready to do the job when I get there.
Yeah, I'm super excited, don't get me wrong. Olympics is, it's not far away and I'm very excited about it, but I'm not going to, nothing's, not going to jump the gun.
Yeah, definitely it's a big box in the future that I want to tick, but obviously also recognising that at the moment it's out of my hands as well. There's still a lot of boxes I need to tick before I'm ready to step on the gate and win a gold medal.
It's not just a dream anymore, and can possibly happen to me now, so now I just got to keep my head on straight and really push forward and just keep trying to improve.
Right now, there's no time to dream as we go into the semi-finals action here at the Brisbane SX track and the 2015 Subaru BMX National Championships. First up, the junior men.
Some very important racing coming up. Top 4 will transfer through to the final a little later on in the day, but for the moment, all the important spots are 1 to 4 because they will be the riders looking to bring home a national plate a little later on as we get set for a start. The gates away clean. Who's got the best of the start from the outside? It is going to be Brandon Tahaiko. Going with him looks like it's going to be Homps in the green and black colours, but Tahaiko in the black and blue colours there. He leads him out of the corner. Homps is the next one through. You've then got Hayden Fletcher. Looks like he's battling there with Jace Cunning. Cunning now jumps his way into 3rd spot. Fletcher is in that critical 4th spot, but out of the 2nd corner they come. Tahaiko is in there, Homps is in there, Cunning is in there, and so is Fletcher. They're the ones that are going to transfer through at this stage. They get down towards the end of the 3rd straight, but the 3rd corner is where the action's been so far today. Can they get through cleanly? Looks like they can. So as they come out, it's going to be Brandon Tahaiko in there for the 1. He'll take the win. Next one through will be Jai Homps. Jace Cunning in there for the 3. Hayden Fletcher transfers through to a final.
That's the fastest time today for the junior men as Brandon Tahaiko posts a 40.129, more than half a second ahead of Jai Homps. Can Tahaiko go all the way? First up, here's the 2nd semi-final for the junior men.
So Shane Rose will be one to watch in this one. The rider on lane 1. On the other side of the track, furthest from camera, will also be one to watch. The gate is now down. Who got the best of it? It is going to be the rider on the inside, Josh McLean. Matt White goes with him. Shane Rose are in the thick of it as well, so it's going to be 3 wide into the BMX A corner. But it is Josh McLean, Matthew White in there for the 1. Oh, we've got riders down in the 1st corner. But back to the front of the pack, it was all the 315. But look at the rider in there for the 2nd spot. That's got to be Brock Griffiths, I think you'll find, on the fluorescent bike. They come out of the corner, but it is out in front. No change because Josh McLean, he leads the charge in the 3rd straight. Next one through is going to be Brock Griffiths. Shane Rosa tucked in there for 3, so rampaging Rosa, he's going to transfer through as well. Who's going to pick up that critical 4th spot as they come down towards the finishing line? It's all going to be the 315. Josh McLean on the orange bike, he transfers through. The teammates go through in 2nd and 3rd. That's Griffiths and Rosa, and Matthew White transfers through as well.
That was Jason Dixon and Zachary McDonald that came to grief with a fall at the BMX Australia berm. The top 4 are through to the final, with 1st place here to Joshua McLean with a 41.034. Rosa was 3rd and more than half a second behind McLean. Now for the elite men.
So further from camera you see the inside lanes, and that's where we've got Turner, Cairns and Callan, the big guns in this one. They're locked and loaded, waiting for that start. We'll see who's going to get the best of it. The gates down, they all get away cleanly. Look at them, 5 and 6 wide down the first straight, but pedalling through the air. That is the 747 of Bodie Turner in the fluorescent colours into the first corner. You've then got the next rider through, looks like Sakakibara at this stage, but Matthew Juster going with him as well. But as they come down, it is going to be Bodie Turner, Kai Sakakibara, Matthew Juster, and it looks like it might be a big battle there. Oh, Max Cairns, that's an upset there because he's unclipped out of the second corner, but back down the third straight they come, the 747 of Bodie Turner. He's in command. Kai Sakakibara's in there. Bradley Game. Oh, Bradley Game. He has dropped it and he has lost himself a chance to ride in that final later on. But your four are going to be Turner, Sakakibara, Juster, and it looks like Joey Gray might have snuck through, and he looks happy as well. And what about Bradley Game? He had a final berth written all over him there, but unfortunately, he's come into that corner and he's just put it down. Matthew Juster did well to avoid the carnage. He unclips, but manages to get back on the gas.
38.987 to Bodie Turner, and had a comfortable cushion soon after the start, but the rest of the field was pretty compact for most of the race. Bad luck to Max Cairns, who suffered elimination after that fall at the third berm. One more semi-final to go.
So once again, we see all the favourites on the inside. Furthest from camera, trying to get that run into the first corner. That's where it's going to be won in this one, I believe. They all get set for that start. Willoughby is next to the 17 of Medill in the blue colours. Gates down, they all get away cleanly, but it is your current world champion, Sam Willoughby. But matching motors with him is the red and white colours of Anthony Dean. In there for the 3 is Corey Frieswick, and a big move there from the 333 of Alex Cameron in the fluorescent colours. But down the second straight they come, Willoughby and Dean. They are very well credentialed riders, as you can tell. So it's going to be Sam Willoughby and Anthony Dean, the 2 South Australians leading the charge out of the second corner. Down the third straight, Willoughby and Dean, they are very close in this one. Willoughby, a bit of a bobble there, but he manages to keep the bike under control. So it's going to be Willoughby and Dean. Out of the corner they come. Sam Willoughby, Anthony Dean towards the finishing line. Oh, Sam Willoughby too strong, but in a very close one, it is going to be Anthony Dean, Corey Frieswick, and Alex Cameron is going to transfer through to a final as well.
What a battle there between Sam Willoughby and Anthony Dean. Willoughby in 38.156 and Dean just 0.12 behind the world champ. Frieswick hung in there for what will be a top final. And those finals are coming up right after this break on the 2015 Subaru BMX National Championships. It's been a long day with the sun getting down to the horizon as the moment of truth arrives. Through the motos, the quarterfinals and the semis, the process of elimination has brought us to the pinnacle of the sport in Australia. At the top of the 8-metre ramp, the junior men are in the gate and ready for the final test.
So at lane 1, it is Brandon Tahiko there with the black and blue colours on, 132 on the front of the bike, as you can clearly see. He is a Victorian and he will have to be one of the favourites surely. Next one, lane 2, Jai Homsch. Out of lane 3, Jace Cunning. He's got the 940 on the front of the bike. The next one through is his teammate, Brock Griffiths, the New South Welshman. He's out of gate 4. You've then got Hayden Fletcher. Hi, Mum. Looking nice and relaxed before the final. Fletcher there, 490 on the front of his bike. We then move across to to Matthew White, the Victorian, in the Hyper colours, the fluorescent colours there of Team Hyper. Shane Rosa, Rampaging Rosa, the South Australian, 8.22. Last but not least, looking very relaxed indeed, Josh McLean. Bit of a smile for the camera. Who's going to be your junior elite national champion? This one is going to be an absolute scorcher. We'll soon see. They're getting themselves locked and loaded. That all-important gate start. They're in the starters' hands now. Wonder what I think will be Tahaiko from the inside. That's the one furthest from camera, so it's Tahaiko. As I said, he got the whole shot, but oh, we've got one that's unclipped on that first jump. That looks like Jai Homps. That's a bit of an upset there already, but it's going to be into the first corner. Tahaiko. Looks like the next one through is Shane Rosa to make their way down the second straight, but it's Tahaiko pedaling in mid-flight. Look at that, trying to maintain that momentum all the way into the second corner. So it's Tahaiko and Rosa at the moment. Tahaiko well on the way to be a national champion. He's only got 2 straights to go. They come out of the second corner, our back markers, but back to the front of the race. It is all going to be Brandon Tahaiko into the third corner. That's where the action's been. Oh, I spoke too soon because looks like Jace Cunning's put it down, but the national champion is going to be Brandon Tahaiko with Shane Rosa in there for the 2. A massive fist pump there, but look at the fallen rider there. That belongs to the 940 of Jace Cunning. He will be devastated with that. He was in a fantastic position. He was in third coming into that final corner. We pick up the replay now. This is where the action's been all day. And Cunning, he just loses the back end. Some great evasive action there from our riders as they come around the corner, point towards the finish line. But the devastation there, you can clearly see from Jace Cunning. That's a hard one. But that unfortunately is BMX.
Brendan Tahaiko, you've had your eye on this for a year. You've had a fantastic start to the season. That must have meant much.
It meant, God, I swear 4 weeks leading into this race, I dreamed about one race every night. And now to come out and do it in reality, I'm just speechless.
Mate, that start is also crucial and you got away really well. Was that the plan?
Yep. Before I took off, I just took a deep breath, thought about my family and how much I've worked to get me here. And then I just took off and led the race.
Congratulations to Brandon Tahaiko, winning with his first sub-40 time of the day. Rosa was second, also with a sub-40 time, and Jace Cunning was running third at the final turn when the world disappeared from under his wheels. But Brandon Tahaiko is a very worthy winner of the 2015 Junior Men's National Championship. Now, here's the Junior Women for the final.
So gate 1 we see Gemma Lee Thomas. Gate 2 we'll see Talia Waldron. Next one is Tyler Lee Thorley. Moving across the gate into gate number 4, you'll find Rachel Gaskin in there. Next one is Gillian Anderson Fox, followed by Jess Lathwell, Mercedes Hardcastle and Claire McNamara. Just about ready to find out who will be your national champion. The girls get themselves locked and loaded for this all-important start off the top of this 8-metre hill at Brisbane Supercross. Gates down now on your junior women final. Huge airtime there from our front runners. That's Thorley and Thomas, but Thomas has put it down. That is major carnage there on that first straight, but let's hope she's okay. We get back to the action now, but that means that the race leader is well and truly Tyler Lee Thorley. You've got more riders down in that first corner. We get back up now and they try and mount the steed to find position, but it is going to be Thorley out in front in the black and white colours. Into the second turn she comes. Tyler Lee Thorley from Queensland. She opens up a huge lead over Claire McNamara and Rachel Gaskin in there for the 3. You've also got, looks like it might be Jess Lathwell in there for the 4. So a few upsets in this one, but as they come into the final corner, that's where the action's been hot all day. They come in now and it's going to be no trouble at all for our race leader, Tyler Lee Thorley. She's going to come through and take out this national champion. In there for the 2 will be Claire McNamara, Rachel Gaskin for 3. But Tyler Lee Thorley, she has given it everything. Look at her there on the bike. That is a huge moment there for the bike number 113. Gemma Lee Thomas has a massive off over that first pro. Win it or bin it was the attitude. We've got more riders down here in the first corner. We look at the replay. That was going to be Talia Waldron, Gillian Anderson Fox and Mercedes Hardcastle, the fallen riders there. But this lady on camera now, the 113, huge leap over that first pro, but unfortunately couldn't make it work in this instance. She knew she had to do it to go with our race winner. but it is the 113 bike. That is Gemma Lee Thomas. Unfortunately for her, her day is done.
4 down early in the race basically left the running to Thorley first, McNamara, Gaskin and Jessica Lathwell. Gemma Lee Thomas will be very disappointed with that after coming second in all of her motos. But today, one of these women has stood out head and shoulders above the rest.
Tyler Lee Thorley, fantastic victory, congratulations. The junior girls, some of them don't seem to like the hill as much as you. You seem to relish it. Do you like it?
I absolutely love it. It's definitely fun to do. It's definitely a challenge. It's great to be able to accomplish it. Seeing all the elite do it and to be able to do it now is just ridiculous. It's crazy.
You started the season on your home track in Nerang and have got better as the year's gone on. It's the race that you sort of had your eye on from the start of the year?
Oh, definitely. It was definitely the main goal to be on top and be training for that hard work, and it's just definitely a good feeling.
She's our new junior women's champion, and up on the 8-metre ramp is what she aspires to be. The elite women now for their final.
So who will be your 2015 Elite Women Champion? That lady on screen is looking to go back-to-back. Caroline Buchanan, 68 on the bike. The 172 is the next one. Leanna Curtis out of lane number 2. We move across to lane number 3, and it's the 21 bike of Lauren Reynolds, the West Aussie. She's going to come out of gate 3. Next to her is the Queenslander, Sarah Harvey. You can see the 95 on the plate. She's in lane 4. The 374 is Harriet Burbage-Smith. The 352 is Ashley Gunn. The 555, Melinda McLeod. And rounding out the field, the 58, that is Rach Jones. Get themselves set for the start.
Set!
Gates down now. Elite Women final action coming your way immediately, and it's going to be a cracking start. Look at the outside of the track, the 555, but flying high over that second pro is now your 2 race leaders, Buchanan and Reynolds. Reynolds, what a great move, but she couldn't get traction in that back tyre, and she's on the deck, so one of the favourites is certainly out of the hunt, but they come down now, and it's all plain sailing for Caroline Buchanan. She's just got to make it through this second and third corner, but look at Melinda McLeod right on the back tyre. The next one through is going to be Rachel Jones. Looks like Harvey's in there for the 4, so the 2 riders from the outside of the track are now sitting in second and third, but Buchanan, she looks to go back-to-back national championships, and she comes out of the corner looking every bit a winner, so it is going to be Caroline Buchanan. She's going to come through and take this one out. Melinda McLeod will settle for second, and Rachel Jones rounds out the podium. Great bit of racing there from the elite women. Buchanan, too strong, very unlucky. We've got a rider down in the final corner as well, and that is the 374, Harriet Burbage-Smith. She makes her way up. We look at the replay. Coming into the first corner, Lauren Reynolds made a big gutsy move and just slightly high sides the bike. The rear tyre lost traction and she is down, so that opens the door for the rest of the field to come through. Replay there of Burbage-Smith in the final corner. Rolls off. Not the way you want to end your day. But that is BMX, unfortunately.
Caroline Buchanan continues to be the BMX Australia National Champion, nearly a second clear of Melinda McLeod, and then Rachel Jones back in third. Disappointment for National Series winner Lauren Reynolds after that fall at the first burn.
Caroline Buchanan, as we see Lauren Reynolds cross the line. Well done, Lauren. You really wanted that one, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a tough one to wear the Australian sleeve this whole year. You know, it means a lot racing around the world and remembering home and having this Aussie pride, so I really wanted it. The conditions today, we knew the turns were slippery. I knew that, Lauren had passed me on the inside in Perth. Knew it was probably going to come again, but knew that it was just a risky move, so yeah, I felt it and managed to swing around her and take the win, but I'm just really happy, and yeah, did that for little Michaela Rose on my team who fractured a collarbone in the semi, so love you, Squish, that one's for you.
Very brave performance from Michaela. Where to here for you?
On Monday over to Holland for the next World Cup, so yeah, back on a plane, back to the next World Cup, but just can't thank enough my parents who managed to get up here, all my sponsors, Sony, Subaru, Rexona, DK Bikes, Maxxis Tyres, locking up in the turns. It was just, an amazing weekend and stoked to be the national champ again.
Congratulations, back-to-back title holder, Caroline Buchanan.
Now for the final race of the Subaru BMX National Championships for 2015. The big guns are ready and waiting for the elite men's final.
So out of lane 1, the world champion Sam Willoughby. The 297's out of lane 2, Kai Sakakibara. Bodie Turner on the 747 is out of 3. Next one is Anthony Dean from lane 4. Corey Frieswick giving the crowd a wave out of lane 5. You've then got Alex Cameron, Joey Graham and Matthew Juster. Coming up, you've got the biggest race on the Australian BMX calendar, your elite men final. Willoughby, obviously one of the favourites. That man on camera, that is Matthew Juster. He's returning where he had a pretty nasty injury here late last year. But it's going to be a great drag race down the first straight between, I think you'll find that Willoughby and Anthony Dean will be featuring heavily. But the man on the 747 will also be right in the thick of it. You wait for the start. Gates down now, elite men final as predicted. Sam Willoughby, big horsepower in the first straight, but banging bars with him is Anthony Dean. So the two South Aussies into the first corner. Willoughby, Dean, who's in there for the 3? I think that's Sakakibara. Looks like the 747 of Turner in the green and black colours. He might be there in 4th, but he's in there with a battle in his hands because Sakakibara. But out in front, it is going to be Willoughby and Dean. You've now got the 747 of Turner doing a great job there in 3, I should say. But they make their way down. You've also got Sakakibara in for 4. As they come into the final corner, it's going to be, oh, what's happened there? That is a huge moment. We've got the field, half the field down, and it's going to be a win to Corey Frieswick. Your 2013 champion has done it again on the very same track. That is a massive moment. All the favourites down in that first corner. Corey Frieswick cannot believe his luck as he comes across the line, embraces with Matthew Juster. The 3 fallen riders right there. That's potentially the Australian Olympic team right there with Willoughby, Turner and Anthony Dean. If you're going off current form, unbelievable scenes. Willoughby just too strong. He knew that corner was slippery, but they come in, they didn't even touch each other, they all hit the deck. Kai Sakakibara's moments from victory, but he tags the bike there, Willoughby. That's his day done as well, and that opens the gate for Corey Frieswick. That is unbelievable scenes here at the Sleeman Supercross.
Here comes your world #1. Give him a big round of applause. Sam Willoughby!
Well, as Sam Willoughby crosses the line, the world #1, Corey Frieswick, 2-time Australian elite men's champion. How does that sound?
It sounds awesome. You know, had to be in it, win it, and I was in the right place at the right time once again. Last corner, it's been pretty tricky all day, so I really don't have words to explain how that just went down.
What could you see in front of you? Did you see those guys go down, or were you too busy concentrating on yourself?
I was just thinking of my own race then, and really, they went down, and I swerved a couple times trying to find a little line, and got lucky on the outside. But really, I was just thinking about the race then.
The guys that you've just beaten, #1, #4 in the world, Bodie Turner, National Series champion. This must give you confidence going into the second half of 2015 and beyond.
You know, it's yeah, it is going to be great, and I'm off to Papendal tomorrow at 2:30, so straight to the next one. So hopefully I can regenerate and get my mindset for that, and just I can.
Who could believe that was going to be the result today? Well done to Corey Frieswick on winning the race and a championship in front of one of the biggest crowds BMX Australia has ever seen. Next year, we go to Bathurst in New South Wales from late February and into the first weekend of March. For now, it's goodbye from Brisbane and the 2015 Subaru BMX National Championship.